Let's go to Joe from Highland. Phone lines are open. Alexis and I for another 5 or 8 minutes. So give us a call. Any of the things that we talked about you want to comment on, 219-845-1100. Hey, Joe, what's up?
Yes, three comments to real quickly to kudos to Vince and Sandy. I've met them a number of times, and by God, they're just nice people. So that was certainly good news. Fabulous job to Kim. I think that just shows you duration and willpower to finish something you started there. Great job, Kim. And how about that pregnant woman? I think there was a pregnant woman that ran and had the baby the next day.
No, 2 hours later.
Was it?
Yeah.
A couple hours later?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was. I didn't hear exactly the timeline there. So that is amazing. I can't even picture how they could even hardly walk it, much less run it there.
You know what? That woman described it that during the race she couldn't tell if it was just like. First of all, she's 8.5 months pregnant running a marathon. I don't know.
Just 38 weeks.
Yeah. So she said, I saw the interview. She said that, God, I started to hurt, but I didn't know. I thought it was just from the running and carrying all this weight. And then when she finally stopped, she goes, you know what? I'm in labor. And she had the baby right after that. That's an incredible story.
Well, that's one way to have a distraction.
Inspiration it could have been to Kim if seeing that particular woman run. He said, if she can do it, I can do it, right?
That's right.
Also, Alexis, one slight correction. You mentioned about these protesters. You said they were peaceful. They are not peaceful there, Alexis.
I stand by what I say, Joe.
No, I'm mentioning, you know what?
I stand by what I say.
I was talking, you know what? It's all right if it's somewhere else, but they're trashing New York. There's open sex. There's
oh my God, Joe!
Doing 1 and 2.
Now you're just talking off the top of your head, and you have no proof of anything.
No, I'm not, Alexis. You know what? I'm not. People don't want to mention what is actually happening there. I like to
thank God we have you, so you can tell us.
No, you know what, Alexis? You're trying to compare that to the Tea Party. There's no comparison to the Tea Party.
I never mentioned the Tea Party.
Pardon me?
I never mentioned the Tea Party.
Well, I do, because I do. I mentioned the Tea Party because you don't. You probably hadn't, but other people have on radio. I listen to all the Chris Matthews and all them other ones. Sure, I don't mind listening. I have an assortment of newscasts I listen to. But anyway, all right. If you don't want to hear what's happening there,
Joe, tell us. Tell us,
peaceful, Alexis.
Joe, tell us what's really happening at these things.
Well, I'm just saying that they're trying to say that it's peaceful. It is not peaceful. When you get 400 or 500 people arrested and have to hire additional buses there, and open drugs, open sexes and what have you there. It is not peaceful. And if you see pictures of it where they're trashing, but I imagine it was a beautiful spot in New York, and I can't imagine anybody wanting them here. As long as it happens somewhere else, that's okay. But I like to see proper reporting there. You won't see it with the liberal press. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Or obviously from me. I don't know. I haven't heard a thing about open sex or drugs or rock and roll. I just haven't.
219-845-1100. Let's take a phone. Let's go to Cindy on line 1. Hi, Cindy.
Oh, I hate coming on after him.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi there. How are you guys?
Good.
What a knucklehead. That's all I've got to say about that. Alexis, I have a question for you.
Sure.
Online,
yes.
I read a story about a lady who was a single mom. She had 2 kids. She had a third, and she sold it for $10,000. But her defense was that she knew she couldn't take care of it, and because she sold it to a man, and the $10,000 is just to take care of her kids. It's not like she sold the baby for a profit. Is that legal?
I would say not. I mean, why didn't she just go through a proper adoption? There are a lot of...
Well, she wouldn't have gotten money that way, would she have?
Yeah,
they can. Yeah. I mean, I think that sometimes you have adoptions where most of the time there is not an exchange of money, but sometimes there's an exchange, where they may, give you monies for the maintenance while you're pregnant with a child,
right.
and things like that. And then what kind of a background check are we talking about if she just sells a baby to a man and everything else? I just, I'm totally not. I'm against that. That is just something that just. Our children are not commodities,
Yeah, like I said, it was on one of those real quickie things that you read and then you punch it in and then it came out. They interviewed her, they interviewed the guy, and they had released her with no bond because they knew she was in a flight risk.
And are they allowing the man to
No,
keep
they
this
took
child?
all three of the kids are gone.
Exactly. The woman has poor judgment. And for her to say that it's in order to take care of her children is just, I don't know.
I got the story here. I'm going to read it.
Okay. Have
thanks,
a good
Cindy.
day.
Thanks. Here it is.
Bye.
All right. She brings this story up, and I think I saw something on the news. All right. A Delaware mother of 3 is charged with trying to sell her newborn son for $15,000 because she didn't want another child and wanted to go to Disney World. Bridget Wismer, 33 years old, allegedly agreed to give her infant son to John Gavigan out of Philadelphia, who would falsely sign the birth certificate as a father and then raise the child as his own. Wismer's grandmother first alerted police to the scheme in Delaware. Both subjects are charged with dealing in children and second-degree conspiracy. Wismer, who is unemployed and lives with her mother, said that the charges were all a big misunderstanding and no crime had taken place. She said Gavigan is an old friend who's trying to help her out. He told me he'd help me out, and he was like, we'll take care of the baby together. He was going to raise the baby and give the baby a life that I couldn't because of my situation. He was just looking out for me and the baby. But police say they found multiple contract-like documents in Gavigan's home that spell out a payment schedule for the sale. Wismer had sold her newborn in a signed affidavit. Police say that Wismer's grandmother contacted them to report that Wismer had sold her newborn son to a gay couple for $15,000 because she wanted to go to Disney World. According to the document, the two arranged for the deal in August, and the baby was born on August 31st.
I mean, that's so sad. She's talking about how she wants to take care of her other 2 children, but how is a trip to Disney World or Disneyland, that's, taking care of your children, that's a luxury. And in this time, in this economy, there are a lot of people out there who cannot afford to take their children on any vacation. And then as far as selling your child, if she truly wanted to give up her child and this couple wanted to adopt them, then there's the legal procedures and the steps to take in order to do that. You don't just sell a child.
You do a lot of adoptions, don't you?
I do some.
Yeah, you do some. I mean, there's a lot of parents out there that are looking for kids,
right? And
through the legal channels.
Well, and a lot of times it's a step parent that's adopting, or it's a foster parent who, the natural parents have lost their rights by the state of Indiana and they're adopting, and it's always a very happy occasion. But this is just, why would you do it that way?